If you were mad at the Gossip Girl reveal and felt it was poorly planned, it's because it wasn't. Gossip Girl was originally going to be another character entirely, and the writers had to pivot after it got leaked. As we all know, in the series finale, Gossip Girl was revealed to be lonely boy Dan Humphrey. Gossip Girl was originally written to be Eric. This was the plan up until season 2 when the New York Post revealed a set leak. The actor also got cast in a different show, and I guess they were having trouble fitting him into the filming schedule. So they had to start looking around at what other characters could fit as Gossip Girl. And oddly, their second choice was Nate. This makes no sense to me. I feel like he was one of the most trustworthy characters. And oddly enough, their reasoning was because Nate was the character who had never sent a tip to Gossip Girl, so he was the one getting the tips. But I just felt like that was because he was a nice person. They also considered Dorota, which I think makes sense since she was around to hear all of Blair's gossip. Then they landed on Dan because he was a good writer and would be able to emulate different writing styles. And honestly, overall, this does make sense. I know that there's plot holes in a bunch of scenes where he's learning information from Gossip Girl, but he was a social climber. He loved the fame that he got from being featured in Gossip Girl Blasts. And then the book inside was basically already Gossip Girl just on paper. But also throughout the show, I feel like the biggest motivation behind Gossip Girl is to take down Serena, so that didn't really make sense that that would have been her brother unless they were gonna make their relationship go sour. It makes me sad that he eventually left the show because Eric was one of my favorite characters. And it did make sense that Dan was obsessed with Serena from the beginning, so then he would kind of create this whole internet persona that's attacking her. But first and foremost, the writers have no excuse for Serena to stay with Dan after discovering that he's Gossip Girl. I mean, publishing his book should have been the breaking point for all of them. And honestly, the biggest beef I have with Dan is just the fact that they all stay friends with him anyway. If there was a character you wanted to be Gossip Girl, let me know in the comments and follow for more.